Hey guys, welcome back to my Factorio chill let's play. We are currently going to be doing some mining production stuff today. As in the last episode, we basically got turrets done and we've actually now got some like electric miners. So we're going to go and upgrade all our previous miners and basically have this on all the places we need. But we're going to keep this going for the time being just because we still do need iron for things. We also need lots of copper, which isn't too much of an issue. Because I feel like progress overall hasn't been too bad. But we do need to be slightly careful of biters because there's some down there, some over there, which might expand quite quickly. And these ones should be fine for a little bit because there's enough trees around, so. As I mentioned in a previous episode, if we do get swarmed and attacked, it's not that big of a deal. It's not ideal, but it's not like game ending. So we're just going to make a bunch of these for the time being. Because plan for today, depending if stuff goes as planned, is to get a bunch of these in so that we can get all production being made, get it all unified going down like somewhere. I think we're gonna go down, I think. Because by the time we get to, when can we get the cliff explosion stuff? We can get that. It's a little bit away, not too bad, but not like. But we better get it soon, either way. So, I do think we'll go down, because once we get radars, we're able to see a little bit better, but like, we've got a decent size area. Down there, also, that area is a bit more defendable, because we've got cliffs, so all we'll need to do is put some walls there. Potentially wall up this side, and then we should be pretty safe from most attacks. Then we can just wall the back up, and then should be fairly safe. So the buyer shouldn't be expanding or getting stronger. So once we've got basic machine guns, that should hold off hordes of them, ideally. Obviously, we're still going to improve our stuff, but only so much we can do. So we need more iron. Did I have a box anywhere? Yeah, I did, good. Because we're going to need... I probably don't need more than 15 for the time being. Because the issue is we're going to have it kind of go down here. Do we... The issue is it's kind of where I want to be. Let's turn this off real quick. Because later on it won't matter though, so it'll be fun. Because these are bigger than them ones, so. I think for now we'll just do. We only really need enough for like the basics. I need to learn how to count. I know that 15 is not a number that divides by 2. It's a dumb moment from me. Get this in. Gonna need more belts as always. But I want to get these in place and then have a way so we can make everything automatically. Which shouldn't be that difficult. Like inserters, they're not too bad. At least like belts, inserters, assemblers, research labs, drills, because we're going to need loads of them, loads of engines. We're going to need lots of stuff regardless, probably turrets as well because we're going to need them. Like, they're not going to be efficient, I just want them to be making them in the background type of thing. Yeah, we're not going to make components because they're going to be to make things, so we could just steal from them if need be. The goal is we don't want to be crafting much. Get some poles. I mean, poles will do. I mean, we should get a raid on about 11 minutes as well. And what we are going to do is probably move. You cover. Is there a way to turn on turret radio? I think if I grab one. Yeah, okay. Because just in case we do get attacked, I don't want them to destroy my mining drills for free. So. I don't even want my pistol, do I, actually? I just... Cool. Perfect. Because I know I'm going to panic, try and shoot something, and I won't be able to. Just to make sure they've got an adequate amount in. So, just in case we do get attacked on this side, we're good. Not sure if that is going to be the first side. It might be this side, but that seems like quite a big area. But we're fairly safe, I think, for now. I mentioned in the first episode, I haven't really played with biters before. So it kind of keeps it a little bit exciting. Right, we got... yes, where do I... What we could do, actually, is if we smelt stuff out this way, because we'll have coal be able to easily get to there, copper and that will be able to easily get there, and we can also follow on. Actually, yeah, we can get lots of copper. I don't need copper early though. The only issue with this is copper you need more later. We don't need much now, especially since we've got we've got 4 big old veins, and we've got 2 iron, which are, to be fair, that one's massive, but yeah, we're good for stuff for a little bit anyway. Because one thing, I haven't actually done any calculations on how much ore we're actually going to need for things. Like, I'm assuming a lot. I did do quite big ore veins, or like richness of them. So, once we get trains, we can have them running about quite nicely. Now, trains do hurt my head a little bit, not gonna lie, but they're also quite rewarding once you get them set up. Because also it gives a bit of life to your base until you get bots and stuff, so. Which again, bots, also quite fun. Right, so I think we're going to... I might even actually... I'm gonna create a lot of pollution, that's the only concern. When am I getting lights? Got belts that... lights should probably be next, I'm not gonna lie. A bit wasteful, but I want lights. Do I have... I'm gonna need more stone as well, actually. That's a tree. Right, can I turn the brightness up on this game again? Because I feel like it's gotten darker. Maybe it's you. No. That'll be the one. Stupid. This game gets a little bit too dark at night, I'm not gonna lie. Especially on YouTube, it makes it really bad. But there's rocks up here we can go grab. Grab them ones, haven't I? Okay. I know I can't mine the actual rock, but... I think I do plan to get set up actually. I don't know anything left, okay. Actually, what we could do for the time being, just do a poor man. Got stone there for when I need it later. Yeah, stone I'm not too concerned about just yet. We only really need to make some furnaces. Which I think, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do the furnaces going up for copper and iron. So it'll be easy to fuel, and then we can bring the resources down to where we can then use them to make stuff. Because this is going to be like our like base area, we'll say. Because I want to have a little hub where anything we need, like all the common materials like belts, inserters, assemblers, research labs, all that stuff can be made here. And then we can use that to build new stuff with. Because it's going to be a while before we have bots and all that stuff, so I find that long term it will make sense. So I want to leave enough space, a little bit more over, because I want to leave space for copper to get through. Do I really need more belts? Of course I do. Copper go up here, which we can do a big old line of. I can't remember the exact number. I want to say it's 48 furnaces. Like a full stack of belt thing. I think so. It should be 24 each side. Which, how many have I got total? 22 for one side. So we can do one side. Good to know. But we're not going to be using a full. That's not. Ooh, rocks. But yeah, so hopefully get this done. And we'll be good for a little bit. Do just one side for now. Because like I said, we don't need this to be like crazy efficient just yet. It's kind of what we're slowly going to build our way up to. Right, that's all the furnaces done. Yeah, if we do one side, because it'll be a lot easier to manage. We'll need the rock for later, so might as well. Okay, do we have any long inserts? 2 of them. Because then we can send way down, or the ingots or iron, whatever you want to call it, down here. That can then go to. Basically, I want to try and get this area filled with. All we need is just copper and iron, isn't it? For most things early on. Looks like I'm forgetting something though. I think later game will need like plastic and stuff, but that's not too much of a concern. Yeah, okay. So we need a little bit more. We need iron. Shocking. I think we need to 25 of them. 20, probably like 40 of them actually. Just a rough estimate. Because this place, it's working. This is like our temporary research lab area. But it's not really going to cut it because even to do it on like a radar, it takes a while. But I want to get myself set up with like a personal automation system for stuff we need. Once we get that, that's going to be an issue. Let me quickly build some turrets. Because I can see the second I turn them furnaces on, we're going to get overrun very quickly. Dude, that's a lot of ammo. Just grab this extra little bit of iron. Which, how's my power doing? Okay, we're good for power. Just need a couple turrets. I just want turrets about, so if something does go wrong, it doesn't go too wrong. Because I don't know what they target over, like, do they have favourites? I don't know. This is kind of all the bits we're going to be learning about. Oh, I've still got to wait. Okay, that's fine. We can wait. Have all of you. And then we need all of you. It's good for you to kind of run straight through these because you can't go anywhere else. Cool. And then all we need is a bunch of these going into it. And a... Ooh, I hate these poles. Do this stupid again, aren't I? I think we shall. Okay, change plan. We need to do this so I can get poles there. So we're going to do it this way. Not my favourite thing ever, but kind of just the only option that I know of anyway. 3. I mean, I don't mind the way it looks, though, to be fair. And then we can just shove all our poles in there. Cool. Do need to connect you as well, actually. Can't wait till we get this place looking a bit more like tidy, because I typically like doing a sort of bus type base. Don't really like the spaghetti because I like everything. I like to be able to look at the map and you can see exactly what things are. Also, one thing I really recommend is somewhere, I can't remember the button, I think it was it F1? F2? There was F4. In here, you can turn on all sorts of things. And, where was it? Was it in here? Somewhere. I think it was. Either way, there's a way you can turn on icons on the map. I highly recommend you, if you're playing this, turn them on. Because it makes, when you look at your base, you can tell exactly what things are doing. Especially when you get a bigger base. And if you're forgetful like I am, very useful. So yeah, I highly recommend that. I think this game's really customizable with like settings and stuff. So it's quite nice. Now all we need to do is get some coal in here. Oh, that's going to be an issue. Actually, it won't be. We'll just do the good old jank. Oh, that is a... I need to do a thing through the trees. Actually, we can just go along there, actually, join it. Should be fine. I'll get rid of you now. Because my need for coal is declining, really. Need more of these, though. Means I need more iron. Yeah, we got radars. I want to make one of them as soon as possible. Because seeing what's going to attack you gives you an advantage. Where is it? There they are. We don't need too many. Because especially since if I get stone walls as well, that'd be great. Because I'm a little concerned the second I turn this on, there's not many trees in that area. Especially the straight line to it, and we could get like I don't know a lot of the mechanics of biters. So I'm assuming the bigger the nest you aggravate, the bigger the swarm. To me that makes sense. But I couldn't confirm or deny that. You're already out of war, so with you I guess. Because we need to keep this area supplied a decent amount. Wait. Oh, you're not connected. My bad. Now we want to do a little line for... Now I am going to fully aware this is not an optimal thing. But it's kind of just, like I said, a lot of this is temporary, so we're not stressing over it being optimal. Yeah, we'll go this way. No, we're actually going to slap this kind of in the centre actually, which is where we're at. That should start revealing some of the map, I think. And we can see anything in this area. Zoom in and actually see. Even when we're not around it, so that's useful on its own. Can't see, there we go. Perfect. Gets all connected up. And then we're going to grab our little turrets. Just in case. They actually attack from maybe more potentially down here. Obviously once we get some walls in, will be wonderful. But for the time being, this will do. Because what I do kind of want is I want like a main core of a base that is like a fortress. So nothing will be able to get in there, and I'll be able to make all craftable stuff. So therefore, even if we do lose progress of like getting overrun or attacked, we can go back there, craft up everything, and then go and kill them all. That's the plan. Like the coal's coming in. Might take a little while to fill up, but what we could do might be, yeah, it'd be fun for now actually. They'll fill up in time because they take a little bit to actually get coal into them. Especially since we've got this janky system, which I'm not a fan of, but I don't have splitters yet. Which I should probably prioritise, but I feel like a stone wall is going to be a bit more effective for safety reasons than what a splitter would be. But we got iron now. So now we just need to do the same for copper. Which pretty much we'll do. You're going up here, and then we'll bring the copper down and around, and then we can have copper iron both together. Bring it down to there. Make stuff in this area. Happy days. Everything should be good. Okay, pollution doesn't seem to be getting too out of hand. I do think these trees are doing huge work for us. Also, we're not really working off full pollution either. Because having some good trees around was one of the things I was looking for when finding the map. Because I don't know, if you're like the desert area, you get one bit of pollution, it just spreads. Whereas if we go on here and go pollution, we've actually got quite a bit of consuming stuff. So like 170 trees, it's taking like about a quarter of our pollution just from trees, so it's really not that bad. Coal's filling up. I need another thing there, but we're not too concerned for the time being. Okay, now we need to go craft a bunch of them again. I go grab our stone. What do we need to make stone walls actually? I've seen stone brick. Okay, that's what I need. So by the time we get them unlocked, we should be able to start getting stone production underway. Because I've never used stone walls before, so I'm going to assume we need a lot of them. I mean, the only thing I use stone walls, actually, yeah, we will need, because they're used in. Yeah, military science. So we're going to need a lot of stone walls regardless. That's what I'm going to have to produce in. The thing is, as well, is we're going to need so much. Stone might actually be an issue. I've got 7 mil over there, that might not be too bad. And okay, actually it won't be that bad. So, a starter region isn't great for iron, I'll be honest. We've got 2 iron veins. They're quite big though. But we've got so much copper, which I guess is good. But you need copper kind of like mid to late game. Especially late game. Late game it skyrockets massively. What do we need? Oh yeah, stone. Sorry. Oh no, I've got the stone. Stupid. We need one of these. Yeah, but we need more iron as well, which now shouldn't be a problem. This thing's going to be producing unholy amounts. Now this is technically half a... I can't remember what people call them, but like an array of furnaces, or a furnace array, or a block of furnaces. I don't know the terms, I'll be honest. But it'll do for the time being. We then need a bunch of copper. We need a couple more drills as well, which we need copper for, okay. Some of these are already drying up, so that's good. Copper, there you are. Don't need too many, not for copper anyway. Then we can do them there, going up, smelt them, send them over, send them to there, and then this area we can clear out trees and build our little safety net of productivity, pretty much. Which is more of a convenience thing than a necessity, like you don't need to do it. But it does make life... Basically, the less you have to manually craft, the quicker you can get building. Now, because we've got 100 times research cost, we're going to need to build a lot of stuff, quite big, in quite huge amounts. So if I can limit me having to craft like 200 of these, which will take a long time, I can just have them crafting in the background, then when I need them, go grab them, we're good. So that's the vibe we're after. Right, we're going to need another like 20 or so of them, bunch of them, and some more belts once we get some iron. The iron, we're actually working, actually not a bad conversion rate to be fair, not too bad. Coal, yeah okay, we do need more coal though, that should probably be prioritised. Wasn't quite estimating how much we actually needed. Luckily it's not a problem. Yeah, we'll do 2 more, for good measure, why not? I should probably grab some more copper while I'm here. These things are making stuff. I need to press Alt again as well, because I accidentally turned it off. Pressing Alt is the best thing you can do in this game as well. Because again, it shows you basically similar to what the map shows you. with the send I got, it shows you all the actual individual things if I turn it off. You could send this to someone, they're not really going to know unless they're no Factorians on that. You turn this on, you know, this is making red sight, this is making coke, this is making ammo. Makes it all easier. So we like that. Right, we need more iron, that's it. It's dark again. So science has been pretty stable though. Considering we can definitely get more out of it. And pretty much everything we'll be building, we'll be building big. From here on out, pretty much. Which, once we get grenades, like clearing out nests is the only early game issue really, because of the spitter things, worms, whatever they're called. Don't really have anything to deal with them too easily. Oh yeah, bells, that was it. So we got all that, so now we just need a bunch of furnaces, we got mining, we can start placing, and then we should be good. Right, coal stacking up, that's wonderful. I'm actually going to place this first. Because, like I said, don't care too much about like getting every single ounce of these out for the time being. Because we will probably reconstruct this whole area. Like, once I get this little area built with all the crafting necessities, we'll say, this area will get torn down, rebuilt, probably further down in a better, more logical way, we'll say. So, I'm not too concerned with how this stuff looks for the time being. That's going to annoy me. You know what, it's fine. You shouldn't need that much copper anyway, because it's only really copper for circuits. And yeah, circuits really. Which they're not that expensive to make. It's 3 copper cables, which aren't that expensive. Now, issue we will have. Should have got a splitter done, but never mind. Actually, no, do we get underground belts with that? Yeah, we do. Okay, underground belts would be useful. So for the time being, I'm just gonna do this. And it's a train station. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, we'll do. It's a train station without the train, okay? And then we're gonna go bang. That should do. Wait, hang on. What I was after. We want this, so... Hang on, I've confused myself. Let me do this properly. So we want you... Just wanted it to be somewhat... That's wrong. You... There we go. Can we get you to go centralised? There we go, that'll do. Looks a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, but it does the job. Not perfect by any means either, but yeah. Like I said, we're not too fussed about it being perfect, we just want it to work. So we're now gonna need 24 of these, which I've got a stack on me. Trying to do maths right now. I'll take away 24 from 50. It should be 36 left, I think. It's late at night. Brain does not do maths late at night. Hang on, I could probably... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, quick if I ever want to count anything in this game, copy it, 24. Perfect. good. It's my favourite thing. If you just copy, drag it, it then tells you how many things are in your thing. Super useful if you're like me and can't count to save your life. I've put them in the wrong place. Never mind. There we go, problem solved. Oh, actually, do I want... That's wrong. I should have done it behind... I think I might be inventory soon as well. Such a jank system, but... Get all these in. The input for the coal. This will be overkill for a little bit. But with this current playthrough, having too much won't really ever be an issue unless it triggers a huge amount of attacks. Seen crude oil. Hold up. Okay, that's going to be useful. We've got more coal down there as well. Okay. Ocean is edging closer. We're like 2 tiles away from both of them. So, it's close. But it's not yet. I do have a slight feeling this might push it over the edge though. Which wouldn't be ideal. Also would be kind of interesting. Because it's like a learning curve for me. Should have enough of these. Then go up through here. And then we just got to go. And then the coal we can drag. Oh, it's gonna be weird, isn't it? Drag from there. Oh, you can, perfect. Just drag you up. Do a little free tier one. Should be good, and then we just go bang. Did you break? Oh, you're out of power, that's why. Just snake your way along. Get all the way up there, that should be all the coal. Copper then comes down this side. Also, doing one-sided, like, furnace things, it's not the most ideal thing. It's really straightforward though. So when you like try and double it, do think it does look nicer and is a lot more efficient for getting a full belt, but it does take a lot more like resources because you can go like split it, double it, all that, and this will more than suffice for our current need. So now we can just send you along like so. And did we just unlock? Genuinely can't remember. Oh yeah, walls, that was it. I'm really not with it today, I'll be honest. Okay, and then all we got to do is we wait for these, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't really want to have to do a belt or anything. Or this type of system, which honestly is kind of cursed. I don't mind this if I had a train, because that's not too different to what you do with trains. Okay, I do think we've actually got a pretty defendable place. We do just need to get walls and everything in place, but because I think the vibe we're going to go for, just because I don't know how big a horde does attack. Like I said, I've not played around with it, so that's all very new to me. I'm thinking we're going to kind of build our base, like if you've seen Attack on Titan, where they got all the walls and then like go out further, have a wall. We're going to basically do that. So I feel like that'll be a good plan. Therefore, even if they breach the outer set of walls, we can just retreat to the inner set and then we'll be safe. Like, so that way, if there is an issue, we won't lose our entire base from my mess up. I think if we get to that point anyway, because they want to have like a wall around here. Ooh, okay. A little bit more areas has been exploded. So we'll have like a wall around this area, say, probably including the water as well. Then we can ever get further out, do another one, then we can have trains going around it. So, pretty much Attack on Titan. Minus the Titans. Which, I'm very glad there isn't Titans. Probably it's a mod or something for that, I wouldn't be surprised. Right, that's copper being done. How is my pollution doing? I will say, we do need to get something over this side. Because we've got a good range we can see, but not here or here. So we might have to explore that soon. But overall, made some good progress. We got copper, iron. I was able to hopefully get some more stuff being made, but a little bit slow process. What I am going to do, it's a very useful thing, is make what I call a dump chest, which you can then dump your unwanted ore of a selected type here, and it will just fill in the gaps. Because it's kind of annoying. Because, yeah. I don't want to open the chest to go in my inventory. That was strange. Kind of annoying having to have all this stuff on me. But now we're okay. I think we might need... Can I see? Oh yeah, we can. So we've got turrets there, turrets there. So this side is pretty well defended, plus there's not too many threats up here. Down here we got no protection. Over here we got a little bit of protection, but like I said, it's all very new to me, so I don't know if like 3 turrets would suffice against a swarm. The only thing I know is they're not going to get stronger, hopefully. Because I hope I turn the sands off right, but... Yeah, okay, put you there, front and centre, like a good little lad. So part of this playthrough is me pretty much learning how to build massive, like mega base level of stuff, and learning the basics of biters, because I've never played them, other than on Peaceful, when I first played the game, where they didn't really do much. Well, pollution didn't matter, evolution didn't matter, all that stuff, so... Wait, we have got a base up and running. Guys are running out of coal. We need fuel, okay. Should be probably one of the last times we fill you up, because... Right, we need to put the chests, don't we? did I put stone in there? Yeah, things are still working. Because I want to build the bare basics next episode and then we'll probably redesign this area. So, before we end this episode, I will say time flies when playing this game. I do quite enjoy it because it doesn't take long for time to speed up. I do. Because to build walls we need stone bricks. We can also now make stone bricks, which gives us a walking speed bonus. Which, we'd be walking a lot, probably going to be quite useful. But we do need a temporary thing. We could probably do the same thing up here actually. We'll just get the rough plan for it. By that I mean one of them, and then we can do a into you for the time being. Just as like a future thing that we will be doing. We're going to need so much stone. I'm actually going to have to treat this like copper and iron, which in previous playthroughs I've done, I've never had to go big. Like I've often just used the starter like stone pile. That's all I've ever really needed, so it's not going to be the case. We need lots of stone walls for both defensive purposes and research purposes. So that's a lot. I could probably actually, since I got a little bit of stuff on us, just at least connect this up so they can make it over time as such. I don't really more coal though, but you get the gist. He'll do his thing. But I don't think this is where we're going to leave it for today. I hope you've all enjoyed and are feeling nice and relaxed. If you are, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.